If you ever see the pool noodles out front, grab one of those and I'll show you why they can be very useful. A lot of these things here can be helpful for organizing your preps. You know, stacking up your spices, that kind of thing. I'm not so organized myself, but if you are, lots of good organizing type things at the Dollar Tree. And there's this style can opener that has the pointed tip. I always get these ones here, and they've done pretty well for being from the Dollar Tree. I have a few extra of these on hand, which is always a good idea. I've never seen these at the Dollar Tree, and I honestly don't know how good they're going to be. Canning lids. I know it seems silly because you could hit a fly with anything, but having a fly swatter on hand during a grid down situation when the flies are all over might be kind of handy. All these aluminum type cooking things are good for grid down. You don't want to be going through pots and pans necessarily. You can cook a good amount of things. Something like this you could put over a fire or camp stove, cook large amounts of things in, and it's made in the USA. Good selection of garbage and kitchen bags. Always good to have extra on hand. I thought these were kind of handy being in a little tiny bag like this, and they're scented. I'm looking for some small, maybe 5-gallon bags, so I'm going to see if I can find any here. I was happy to find that they actually have a bunch of different sizes here. This one is 13 gallons and there's 22 bags, 8 gallons and there's 28 bags, and then 4 gallons and there's 48 of them. I think I'm going to get this one here for my purposes. It's 8 gallons. The 4 gallon I think is going to be too small, but I'll show you what I'm doing with it. I really was hoping that they had the one that smelled like roses. Just thought it would be a little bit funnier, especially because of what I'm using it for. But I'm going to grab a bag of these. All the disposable stuff. These are good things to grab for grid down, so you're not having to wash dishes. You just have some paper plates, paper bowls, plastic cups that you can dispose of or burn. Aluminum foil for cooking with. I know for a fact this one here is super thin. They do give you 40 square feet, but it's super paper thin. This one is a little bit thicker. They only give you 25 square feet. It's just not as thin, so it's easier to use. In this area over here, I've been grabbing a few of this vacuum sealed brick of coffee. Coffee might be a good thing to trade, even if you don't drink it yourself, and apparently it's going to be getting a lot more expensive. This one's all sealed up for you. It says Best Buy 2023, but I can't imagine being in this type of packaging, then that's legit. So if you see these, I think it's a good thing. And hiding down over here in the cereals is this big old bag of Quick Oats. I have quite a bit of these. I think I might get some more anyway. It's 1 pound for $1.25, which is not bad at all for Quick Oats. You might be able to find it in bulk for cheaper, but if you're in the Dollar Tree and this fits your budget, it's a good thing to grab. Sometimes the condiments are a good deal. Sometimes it's better to just go to Walmart to buy them, or your local grocery store. I'm going to pick up a bottle of this though, because I've never seen this before, and that looks like a pretty good marinade. And I just saw these down here. I've never seen these at the Dollar Tree. The Tamales. This is $1.67 at Walmart. So that's a pretty good deal. I just tried them recently and they're really not that bad. If you can add some cheese on top, some salsa, and fresh cilantro, it really does spice them up. But that's a good deal here. For the canned goods, a lot of them are not a good deal comparatively. But with the price of canned soup going up, something like this, it's a 14.5 ounce can of loaded potato soup, $1.25. That's actually pretty good. Over here in the snack aisle, I saw these things, which is new. I've never seen these before. They're little fruit pouches, good for kiddos, good for a good burst of energy if you want to throw these in your bug out bag. This is where the Gosner Farms shelf-stable milk used to be. And as you can see, there is absolutely none. So you have to order it online. I know this seems silly, but I thought it would be a good idea to grab this flavored water pouch just to cheer the kids up. If you're in a grid down, bug out, or just a bad situation, to be able to flavor their water with something familiar that makes them happy, like a Skittle flavor, I thought that would be kind of cool. Seasonings and spices, I think, are something that everybody should be stocking up on, and they have pretty good deals here. Sometimes you find some, unique things that you can't find anywhere else, but grab a few extra seasonings. These little magic towels, I know it seems silly, but I actually have one of these in each of my bug out bags. It's a portable towel, just add a little bit of water. And yes, you can do the Wizzy wipes, but this is like a whole lot sturdier and will last longer, and you can reuse it a lot more times. And it's just super small. And I just found these little gems. Of course I'm getting them. Little portable toothbrush and toothpaste kits. These are probably more expensive than they need to be, but it's just handy. And then a big bag of cotton balls for your cotton ball and Vaseline fire starting kits. I just found these tiny little jars here. Speaking of the Vaseline and cotton ball fire starting kits, you can take a larger tub of Vaseline and break it into smaller kits like this. I always come down this aisle to see what kind of first aid and medical type stuff I can add. A lot of it is a really great deal, and they have a good selection. And here's the liquid skin. You know what I was thinking, and I don't know if this works or not, but if you're like in a hot place like I am in Florida, and it gets really, really hot and you're outdoors and you can't cool yourself off, these kind of things here, these kind of things, these hot and cold patches that are really meant for like pain relief, they actually give you a really cool feeling on your skin. So that might be something that you might want to try out. Put one on yourself, see, it helps you cool if it gets hot out. I don't know if that'll work or not, but I just thought of it. Here's your petroleum jelly. This is kind of a larger size, but you can put it in smaller containers like this for your bug out bag. The bleach for water purification, that's a pretty good price. I bought a bunch of these when they were $1, and I have not had to buy cleaning solution for a long time. This one little tiny bottle makes 5 gallons, so I just keep refilling the same spray bottle. This might not be something you have to worry about right now, but rodent and mouse traps, and then stuff like fly ribbon, and then your bug killer, that kind of stuff. You might not be able to keep the bugs out when things get bad, unfortunately, but you want to have a way to be able to kill those pests and rodents. And this is probably my weirdest suggestion, but these puppy training pads actually have something that attracts dogs to use them. Obviously my dog goes outside right now, but if we are trapped in our house, maybe we have to bug in for nuclear fallout reasons, where's your dog going to go to the bathroom? If you have a cat, you have their litter and everything, but what is your dog going to do? So I'm stocking up on these in hopes that he will use them if we are stuck in a room. It's always a good idea to have some glue, some epoxy type repair stuff, and some tape. My personal favorite is electrical tape because it's so versatile. Make sure you have a bunch of that on hand for repairing and securing things. I had gotten a few of these, but Mama Bear Prepping just reminded me that these are a great way to secure your home. And if you're in your home and you want to know if somebody is entering your home, these things are incredibly loud and work very well, kind of a proximity switch alarm. These LED like tap light type things, and these are awesome to have around. They're very bright and they light up a large area if you don't want to be holding flashlights in your hands. Of course, the infamous plain white unscented Jesus candles. These are amazing to have on hand. They burn for a very long time. These puzzles and word finds, like the Sudoku, these coloring books like this that take a long time. These are good things to have for the kids, just in case, to keep them occupied. The plasticware is also a good thing to have. Usually somewhere in this area there are sterno cooking fuels, but it looks like they are completely gone. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you what I got at the Dollar Tree today, and it's kind of funny once you start prepping the way your mind works. I no longer walk into stores thinking, oh, it would be nice to have that, or I kind of want that. My mind is in a place almost constantly where I'm thinking, how can this be used for survival or other necessary purposes? And even if I go into a place just looking for one item, I can't help my mind from thinking like, oh, what, I could use that in this kind of a situation, or I might be able to use that, or I might need that. It's kind of the way, I guess, my mind has changed since I started prepping. So I went into the Dollar Tree really just looking for one thing and came out with a few other things. So I did a video while I was in there, and I'm going to show you what I got. So I did wind up getting a bag of the Quick Oats. I got some canned soups. I got 2 of the loaded potato and 2 of the chicken noodle. And these ones are good because they don't have the pop top. So this seal is supposed to last longer apparently. I really haven't been able to prove that theory, but that's what people say. If it doesn't have the pop top, it lasts longer. And then I did get the chimichurri sauce, and I'll let you know how it is. It's the first time I saw it there. These I found in the checkout aisle, which I was very happy with. These are magnetic mini flashlights. They're super thin, like paper thin. They'll stick to just about any magnetic surface or metal surface, and it's a pretty powerful, I don't know if you can see that, pretty powerful little flashlight. So you could squeeze these in your purse, you could squeeze them in your glove box. I plan on attaching one to my refrigerator and other areas around each door, so I have flashlights handy, because for some reason I can never find a flashlight when I need one. It winds up somewhere, and I just have a hard time with flashlights. They go all over the place. So these I think are going to come in handy. They're just like little plastic, like it looks like a refrigerator decoration, but it's a usable flashlight. And then I wound up getting a bunch of cups. I have a bunch of paper plates and stuff, but I was kind of running low on plastic cups. There's 16 per pack. We got 3 of those. And then I just got a few more seeds. This is probably one of the best deals you can find at the Dollar Tree because they're still 4 for $1. So I got a few different things there to add to my seed vault, and hope to be planting a few of these. Like, I should have started already, but hope to be planting a few of these very soon. And then I got some of these little scented bags, and this was the 8-gallon bags. I'm going to show you in a separate video. I don't even know if I want to say what I'm going to make. I'll show you what I'm going to make with these, okay? And why I got these. Separate video. And then I did wind up getting these little storage containers. I have some Vaseline in like a, I don't know, kind of a small container, but not small enough. You don't need very much Vaseline to start a fire. So I'm going to put a little bit into each one of these containers. It even has a little scraper tool here. And I have 3 bug out bags, so 1 will go into each bug out bag. And then I did grab these pineapple banana puree pouches. It almost looks like baby food in a little pouch. But again, I thought this would be good for just some quick energy, you know, just grab and go fruit kind of stuff to put in your bug out bag. I did get the 2 little magic towels, the Mandalorian ones. Me and my son and I love the Mandalorian, and these are awesome. Some wood glue. It's kind of random. I honestly just had something to repair, and I thought it wouldn't be a bad idea to have wood glue on hand. And these onion soup mixes. It's like a dry mix. You can do all sorts of stuff with this. A lot of recipes call for it. I needed it for a specific recipe, so this is not really a prep, but okay. And then I am going to be putting together a little miniature, like, to-go cooking kit. And so I got a few more things. I got another can opener, and I'm gonna put like a bucket or a container together of cooking stuff that I can just grab and go. So I will need a can opener for it. This little tiny silicone spatula, a little tiny silicone spoon, and these are very tiny, but the reason I like the silicone is because if you are cooking over the fire, it's very, very hot. So if you don't have something that can handle the heat, like silicone, you're either messing up your cookware or it's going to melt. So silicone is good, and these are tiny. And then I also have a little tiny knife to go with it, specifically for cooking. I mean, obviously I have like other knives, but this is going to be specifically for cooking, and it has a little sheath on it. So this will go into my little cooking kit, which I have to add a few more items to. And then the item I actually went into the Dollar Tree for. Okay, so I went in for these. Most people know about these little solar lights that you can put in your yard, which are amazing for grid down. You know, put them in the yard. They're going to be storing up power all day in the sunlight. And then you bring it in your house and you have a portable flashlight. No batteries required. There are batteries in there, but they generally last forever and ever. But great, great thing to have for grid down. And they are priced better than I think most places. So I got a few more of these. And then these specifically. So it's a little different style of a solar stake light. There's a solar panel right there. Looks kind of goofy, but I thought that this, being with this shape would be more like holding a flashlight. I don't know. I'm going to have to give them a test, but same thing. Put it in the dirt, charge them up, and then bring them in the house. But it looks like I can direct the light a little bit easier, like I have a solar-powered flashlight, you know, to like go through the house. I don't know. We'll see how they work. Anytime you buy these at the Dollar Tree, make sure this little plastic battery thing is still in there. You see, like it says remove this when you're ready to use it. Make sure that's still in there, because if people were testing it in the store and they removed this, then you're getting one that basically has a lowered battery life. So look for those things, make sure they're still in there. And then I got a couple more of these LED wall tap lights, and they are battery powered. It takes 3 AAAs. I'm going to put one of these in each room, like readily available with batteries in it, so that if something happens, the grid goes down, these are already set up in the rooms, ready to go. All I got to do is tap them. Obviously, check on your batteries every once in a while, because it will slightly drain even if you're not using it all the time. But yeah, that's what I got. Went in for this. Got a few other things, but I'm happy with what I got. And I'm just going to encourage you guys to keep prepper minded. It's a good thing to have the mindset all the time, everywhere you go, of survival. And, you know, what could you do to prepare or be better prepared? So anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Keep prepping.